going? Yay! I mean, New York, we're able to get to Boston somehow. The trip in Boston gave me the opportunity to examine who I am as a leader, and more specifically, what it means to be a servant leader. Immersed in the hustle and bustle of Boston city life, I was able to just listen and observe. Walking for blocks at a time or catching a subway crowded with people, I soaked up everything Boston had to offer. In his discussion of the servant as leader, Robert Greenleaf encourages servant leaders to serve first, listen first, then lead. With the same intention of quietly enjoying the city, I can also serve others by listening to everything they have to offer to better understand who they are and what they value. I must listen first, and listening doesn't always mean someone needs to be talking. D. Hawk says, while you can learn much by listening carefully to what people say, a great deal more is revealed by what they do not say. Listen as carefully to silence as to sound. A servant leader must listen with purpose to detect important subtleties. Servant leadership is based on placing other people's needs above one's own through compassion. Our tour guide, Catherine Woods, encouraged us to show compassion to everyone.
I find it highly ironic that a guy that made so much money selling people like me lied so close to a woman like me. It always makes me think of their connections to each other, and even more important, it makes me think of our connections to each other, because we're all connected. Some people would like to say no. DNA says yeah. We are all connected, right? A lot of times we see our connections. Sometimes if we're not seeing them, I hope that we are feeling our connections to each other, the connections that we feel to each other. I'm calling compassion. And I am here to remind me, because I need reminding 28 hours a day. I am here to ask you to please do not be afraid to exercise your compassion muscle. These times seem to be real hard. And I realize the more I talk about this, that governments don't feel the need to practice compassion. So it is on us as human beings to take care of each other.
Compassion is shown through the acceptance of others regardless of race, gender, status, and the recognition that we are all human. Robert Greenleaf says it this way: acceptance of the person requires a tolerance of imperfection. In servant leadership, others are put first despite making mistakes or being imperfect. That's simply what it means to be human. Everyone deserves to be lifted up and encouraged to be their absolute best self, free from the pressure of reaching the impossible perfection. On a train headed to Salem, my fellow passenger shared with me what being a leader means to her.
Fairness, staying calm, inclusive, innovative. I think staying involved is important. You know, my father was a great leader and a big athlete, and the kind of leader he was is it would be pouring rain in Salem, and there'd be 4 or 5 people waiting in the bus in the rain, and he was extremely well known. And he'd pull over the car and say, "Where you going? Get in." That was my role model.
Her father is a perfect example of a servant leader. No matter his status of being a well-known athlete and leader in his community, he served others first. An effective leader empowers others to flourish by accepting each unique quality about them, whether considered good or bad. According to Greenleaf, people grow taller when those who lead them empathize and when they are accepted for what they are, even though their performance may be judged critically in terms of what they are capable of doing. Leaders who empathize and who fully accept those who go with them on this basis are more likely to be trusted. Listen. Show compassion. Offer acceptance. These are only a few instructions that shape servant leaders, of which were proven true throughout the Boston trip. It was such an incredible journey, and I was able to examine leadership through a new lens. I noticed leadership qualities in not only myself, but also in others. As a group, we made decisions, followed directions while traveling from place to place, developed a tight-knit team, and accepted one another. Boston was an amazing experience I will never forget, and I feel so fortunate to have shared it with this inspiring group of remarkable leaders.